Everyone calls Angelina Jolie the definition of beauty. But what if I told you that famous beauty icon actually breaks all the ideal face rules, yet still mesmerizes? The secret isn't perfection, it's harmony. But then there are these people who have God-level features on paper, but something doesn't fit. Because here is what stylists don't want you to know. Even someone like Angelina Jolie could look bad if she made certain mistakes that throw off her harmony. And that's what I'm going to show you today. 4 game-changing shifts you can implement today to fix your facial harmony. Part 1. Understanding facial harmony. There was a study in the journal Body Image that found over 90% of people have at least one facial insecurity. However, I hate to break it to you, darling, but that feature of yours that you think makes you ugly is barely ever the actual problem. In most cases, it is that the face isn't balanced around that feature, or that feature is overpowering because of the rest of your facial proportions. Because I can guarantee you, whatever your flaw is, there's an actress, model, or influencer who has that same feature and she's absolutely stunning. So clearly, the feature itself isn't what's holding you back. So I want you to do a fun exercise. Write down your insecurity in the comments down below. And girls, we are going to give examples of insanely beautiful women who have that exact same feature. Once you realize that, you'll see. The problem isn't the feature, it's how your face is styled around it. Now that you have the basics covered, in part 2, I'm going to show you the bulletproof move most people skip, but if you do, nothing else will work. Part 2, the game changer. If you ask me, one of the biggest things that decides your facial harmony, it is hands down your teeth. And no, I don't just mean having a pretty smile. Your teeth affect your entire face, your jawline, cheek structure, even how your eyes sit. Because when your teeth are misaligned, it either means your jaw might be too narrow, or that you might be mouth breathing instead of nose breathing, or your facial growth simply didn't reach its full width. And all of that affects how your face sits. And that's why teeth aren't just cosmetic, they're structural. If you've ever looked at your face and thought, why does my chin look too pointy? Or why do my cheeks look hollow? Or why do my under eyes look puffy or dark? There's a real chance it's connected to your jaw and dental alignment. Because when you mouth breathe or your jaw doesn't develop fully, your entire facial balance shifts downward. Your under eyes get puffier, your jaw looks weaker, and your mid-face looks flatter. That's why people who fix their bite alignment often look instantly more attractive. So if you're young, getting braces or dental correction early can literally change the way your face develops. However, if you're an adult, don't panic. It's a myth that your face can't change after 25. Orthodontic treatments, even later in life, can still make massive differences. A study in the Journal of Orthodontics found that people's faces with ideal dental alignment were consistently rated as more balanced and harmonious, not because of their smile, but because their entire face looked better aligned. However, here's one thing I don't recommend: tooth extractions, unless absolutely necessary. Because when you remove teeth, you're also removing the support that your facial muscles rest on. That can flatten your profile and change your entire face shape. So even if it takes longer, wait for a treatment plan that preserves your natural structure. Now here's where it gets interesting, because sometimes your flaw isn't even a flaw, it's just an imbalance. Maybe one side of your face looks softer or more lifted than the other. And before you say, I'm sorry for not being genetically gifted, it's often a habit that causes these imbalances. For example, most people chew on just one side of their mouth without realizing it. This is oftentimes because of a minor crossbite. Over time, that builds uneven muscle tone, creates asymmetry, and can even make you have a one-sided smile or slightly shift your jawline. So here's a tiny home fix. Go chew gum on your non-dominant side for 10 minutes a day for a week, and track your face in a selfie each morning. It might sound silly, but it helps retrain your facial muscles and rebalances your symmetry over time. And speaking of training, facial exercises absolutely work when done consistently. Whether it's lifting a droopy eye, adding definition to flat cheeks, or sculpting your jawline, these movements target muscles you never even knew existed. I've linked some of the most effective ones below for every insecurity imaginable, so you can start today. Now, if money is tight or your teeth are fine, the next most important thing you can do is stop mouth breathing. Mouth breathing literally wrecks your face over time. So if you catch yourself breathing through your mouth while sleeping, try mouth tape at night. It's trending for a reason. It forces you to breathe through your nose, improves oxygen flow, helps you sleep better, and yes, even makes your face look more defined over time. All right, you fixed the structure. But even with perfect alignment, one tiny styling mistake can still throw everything off. You still might have that one insecurity that bothers you. For most people, it's the nose. In part 3, I'm going to show you the sneaky distractions that secretly ruin your facial harmony, and how to flip them to your advantage. Part 3. Distractions. If you can't change a feature, you can redirect attention away from it. And how do you do that? With piercings. But why would you highlight the exact feature you want to hide? Let me explain. When you get a piercing, say a nose ring, the attention goes straight to the jewelry, not the shape of your nose. Your brain automatically registers sparkle instead of structure. It's the same strategy stylists in Hollywood use all the time. Even Beyoncé once said she wears big dramatic earrings because she's self-conscious about her ears. See what she did there? She didn't hide them, she styled them. Your eyes go to the earrings, not the ears. And you can do the same. If one side of your face feels slightly fuller or flatter than the other, get a piercing only on that side. That small detail visually balances your face, because when someone looks at you, their brain sees symmetry, even if your features aren't identical. If your forehead feels too large, use bangs or a few front layers to bring visual balance. But here's a tip. Your forehead is only too big if it takes up much more than 1/3 of your face length when divided into thirds vertically. Otherwise, it might actually be perfectly proportioned. You're just not styling it right. If your nose feels big but you don't want to get your nose pierced, then skip tiny earrings and go for a bold hoop or a statement earring, because proportionally, bigger accessories make your nose appear smaller. So the formula is simple. If something throws your harmony off, don't hide it, redirect it. Now that we've handled styling and visual balance, let's move to the next level. Makeup. Part 4. Visual weight. This is something almost no one talks about, your visual weight. It basically means how visually heavy or light your facial features are. If you have high visual weight, your features are big and prominent. Think Angelina Jolie or Beyoncé. They have larger eyes, fuller lips, strong bone structure. Their faces naturally command attention. That's why dramatic, smoky eyes, sharp contours, bold lips, all of that looks incredible on them. Now, on the other hand, low visual weight means your features are smaller, softer, or more delicate. Great examples of actresses with low visual weight would be Natalie Portman, Emma Watson, or Anne Hathaway. These faces look best with lighter, fresher makeup, softer blush, nude tones, and diffused eyeshadow, because heavy makeup can overpower their natural proportions. However, most of us fall somewhere in between. You might have large eyes but thin lips, or a strong jawline paired with a smaller nose. So the first step is to break down your features into 2 groups, high visual weight and low visual weight, and see which type dominates. Usually, if most of your features fall under high visual weight like bigger eyes, fuller lips, or a prominent nose, a slightly bolder makeup style tends to look more natural on you. On the other hand, if you have more low visual weight features like smaller eyes, softer lips, or a delicate bone structure, lighter and softer makeup often enhances your face better. But here's the thing, there's no fixed formula. It's all about balance and experimentation. Try different combinations, see how they harmonize together, and most importantly, don't rely only on your own mirror. Ask for feedback from people around you. If multiple people agree that it looks balanced and natural, that's when you've truly nailed your facial harmony. And here's where it gets interesting. Balance doesn't always mean symmetry. Sometimes the secret to looking effortlessly put together is to lean slightly into asymmetry. No one, literally no one, has a perfectly symmetrical face. One of your eyes is probably higher, one side of your mouth curves more, your brows don't grow identically, and that's normal. So why are you doing your makeup symmetrically? Your brows are not twins, they're sisters, and so is the rest of your face. That means one side needs more lifting. Maybe your left eye droops slightly, so you draw your liner with a slightly higher wing on that side. Maybe your right cheek sits lower, so you apply your blush a bit higher there. If one brow arches higher, fill the other one just a touch more. Doing your makeup asymmetrically is the real secret to looking symmetrical. But before any of that truly works, remember, real harmony starts beneath the surface. Hydrate, de-bloat, sleep well, use your gua sha. These little habits make a world of difference. At the end of the day, facial harmony isn't about having perfect genetics. It's about knowing yourself. I don't believe anyone is ugly. People just haven't learned how to style their face yet. Once you understand your visual weight, fix your symmetry with smart makeup, and style your features instead of hiding them, your entire aura changes. If you're ready to see immediate change, comment below which insecurity you'll tackle first, and I'll pin 3 of the best answers. If you liked this video, I have another one you'll love. Click right here to watch the Sydney Sweeney Mindset. Because looking beautiful is one thing, but thinking beautifully, that's where real power starts.